Another example I'll show you guys is on the ES, and how I also use fibs, but I also use my imbalances because I look for confluence with imbalance with key Fibonacci levels. So over here we have a clear wave 1 and a wave 2, right? We can see here that wave 1 was right here, and then wave 2 took the form of a flat or a sideways correction, right? Because wave 1 was here, and then we have our A, B, C for wave 2. So now we know if that 2449 is wave 2 low. After I can identify wave 3, which is, let me go higher time frame. So once we can identify wave 3, which is 2846, same thing. I'll measure the wave 2 low retracement here, and I will extend it up to the wave 3 high up here. Whoops, that didn't work. Wave 2 here, and I would extend it up to the wave 3 high of 2846. And we know that a common way for a retracement is going to be anywhere from 23.6% to 50%. So it's going to be this entire range right here. And then you can see that we retrace perfectly right here. And knowing that wave 2 was a flat, look at how wave 4, look at how this was a correction. So wave 2 was flat. Now let me go and do like a 30-minute, and you guys can see that this was a clear zigzag correction, right? You get your A, B, C. Oh, you know what? That would actually look like this, because we know that A subdivides into 5 waves, so it would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we know that you'd have A here, A, B, and C, or 4. So you have your clear move up here, you have your wave 3 high, and you get your A, B, C. So as you can see, 4 took the form of a zigzag. So as you can see, we have principle of alternation playing out here, which is simply saying that if the first correction was a zigzag, the second one will be a flat, and vice versa. So first correction here was a flat. That's flat correction right there. And then we have our ABC down here. Sorry, my fiance keeps texting me. A, B, C. This is a zigzag correction. So same thing here. If I'm measuring the subwaves, we know that from this wave 4 low, we have to count 5 more subwaves up. So here we have our first wave 1 up here. And then to measure the wave 2 retracement, I take the origin, so from 0 to 1. And I put the typical wave 2 retracement levels. So if I wanted to catch this like we did last week, you can see we retraced at 78.6% for wave 2. And then we went up from there. So then this would be now key support right here. This would be key support right there. And then this would be a wave 2. So we have our wave 1, wave 2, and so on and so forth. And then if we want to measure wave 4, we have wave 1, wave 2, wave 3, and then we have wave 4, which retraced almost to 50%, but not quite. Or no, it did. And here for wave 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we retraced on nearly 50% here. So we have a little bit more upside, but I think we're almost there. Wave 1, wave 2, wave 3, wave 4, and we still need wave 5 up. And these 5 waves here will complete the larger degree 5 of C. And, you know, all time frames this work, guys. You know, you just need to know what you're measuring off of. And that's basically how I do my retracements. I look for confluence with my supply and demand zones. If I don't see confluence with a key Fibonacci level or a key imbalance, that tells me that the count is either off or I need to refine my levels, because more than often you will notice that you will find confluence with these key supply and demand levels with key Fibonacci levels as well. So I hope this helped. I'll do another video on how I do my measured moves, because that's a whole nother subject. But this is the key structure and key retracement levels when trying to figure out how to figure out where the market's going to go. And this is important, is the principle of alternation right here. If the first corrective wave was sharp, the second one will be flat. And if the first one was flat, the second one will be sharp. If we know what if we know the characteristic of the first corrective wave, so, you know, in this case, we know that wave 2 was sharp, then we can assume that the next corrective wave here is going to be rather shallow / choppy / sideways. So it gives you a good prediction and ability to predict where the next correction can go. So again, I hope this helped, and the next video I will release will be on how I do my measured moves, and I will also type up a Word document with all this information, just so you guys can see it in front of your face. So I hope this helps.